Harrison, you got a big stretch here coming up, and it seems like every stretch is big for you guys, but how much is this a tune-up for what's coming after that?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, I think the teams that we're playing, this last stretch here, it's important for us to just be solid, continue to put together good games going into the postseason.
Is there much concern over these last two games?
I wouldn't say it's a level of concern, but there's definitely areas we can improve on. It's obviously when you're playing top teams that are really good. It shows you some things, but I think for us, it's a matter of starting games the right way and just being consistent throughout.
What do you attribute the success in not having experienced lengthy losses or streaks of losses since the beginning of the season, really?
I mean, I haven't thought about it that way. I think just in general, the fact that for the most part we've been able to find different ways to win. We've had different guys step up. We've had different stretches where we've done things well, but I think at this point in the season, it's really just about, like I said, just putting together just complete games. Win or lose, just putting together complete games. We feel good about how we went out there, how we executed, and going from there. I think the last two games, obviously, a lot of things that we didn't do well, but I think coming into this last 10 or so, we just want to try to be solid.
What is it that you're telling the young guys? Because, I mean, it's been a long time for you, but also to, cherish this moment because it is kind of fleeting. You never know when you get these opportunities to be in a playoff race and then make it.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing is understanding that, everyone is gearing up for the playoffs, and it's going to be different. At this time of the year, you have teams that are tuning up or teams that are checking out, but regardless, it's going to get to a different level of intensity, different level of focus. And the little things that we talk about and kind of you can look over in a win throughout the regular season really come back to, to bite you in the playoffs.
What's the biggest difference between regular season play and postseason play? How do you prepare the young guys for that who haven't been there before?
I mean, it comes down to the small things, right? I mean, before, you play a team once and you just keep pushing to the next scouting report. But when you play a team 4, 5, 6, even 7 times, you know other plays, you know other tendencies, and it just becomes a battle of wills. Yeah, there's going to be adjustments and things that happen, but it's like who's going to do, the nitty-gritty, who's going to, come with that 50-50 basketball, to win that game and win that series.
On a different note, can you talk about just what it was like to have this young man attend practice today and what you know about his situation?
I don't know much about his situation, but I think it's great that we are able to have, opportunities like this, obviously. The season that Fox has had, and for him to be able to be here and be a part of that is great. But I think just in general, for our team to be able to be a part of moments like this, I've seen this before, and not having done it much here, I think it's good to see stuff like that.
It feels like Coach has always had sort of like a long-term perspective and talked about postseason maybe since the beginning of the year. Do you feel like he's been preparing you for the focusing on those little things that you mentioned this entire time?
Absolutely. I think everything he's talked about from training camp to how we play in our games, wins, losses. I think the level of standard that he holds us to is in preparation for that. So I think with these last games coming up here soon, these are kind of the final tune-ups for preparing us for where we want to be.
Will you guys celebrate when you make the playoffs? Is that something? I know you have higher aspirations, but it's been 17 years.
No, I think it'd probably be more of a fan thing. Rightfully so. I mean, for how long they've waited, patiently supporting the team and doing all that. But as players, we came in with the goal, before the season. So this is simply just another step in that direction.
Thanks.